Alright folks, I'm out for a wee walk, usual sort of area, up past Fordel services. It's a lovely wee bit. It's actually a path that runs from Fordel services to Cousland. A few ponds, there's a wee section where it's got a few ponds there, which is good for the wildlife. Anybody that knows me knows that I love my wildlife, so I'm out with the camera today. Aye, that's Duncan big thing. Doesn't mean to say it takes good photos, by the way. It's still quite difficult because there's that many bloody settings on the thing. If only it would be simplified, but in photography there's that many different scenarios, settings that you need, lenses that you need. It's a bloody expensive hobby. Anyway, so the reason I came out for a walk, I was just in the house and I was doing some photo editing on the laptop, and I was pissed off with the photo editing taking so long. I was like, what's going on here? So I googled it and, well no, I never googled it, I used the AI thing. Didn't I tell Erin? No, God almighty. Sorry Erin, it was just easier to use the AI. Anyway, so I asked the AI why it wasn't working for me. It came back with, your computer's over 10-year-old. I was like, holy shit. So I said, back in the day, it was fine for what most folk needed it for. So I've got photos on there, I've got some videos, I've got a ton load of music for when I've done the DJing. I mean, just get rid of some of that, but the processor and memory's probably not that great for it now. But it was basically, the AI was basically saying, you need a better laptop for these things to work nowadays. That took me by surprise. There's a nice wee feather, I don't know what that's for. Probably just a pheasant or something, I don't know, not sure. So I asked it for suggested laptops, and it was coming back with results like £2,000 and that, like, £2,000? It's like, great. So I was like, oh well, fuck it. I'll just go out for a walk. And put me in a better mood a wee bit. So far it's no. I'm still like, fucking Saturday, man. I should be loving life, but I just feel a bit down, eh? But we all get that, I suppose. But I know when I'm feeling like that, the best thing to do is to get out. Just go out and explore, and you never know what you could see or find. There was a wee damsel fly landed on my hand, so I took a wee photo of that with my mobile. That was quite cool. I might edit videos in the future if I get one of these expensive laptops. Anyway, there's no purpose to this video today. I'm going to go in the tunnel, go under the A68, hear my voice change. As you can hear, the voice is fine. But when you get in here, it's a whole new ball game. Hello? Love it. Should bring some speakers up here. Some meaty speakers, and have a wee mini rave in the tunnel. I don't know how much in this video you'll be able to hear, because it is a bit windy. Not the greatest for taking photos. I've not had much to eat today, so I'll just pinch one of them. What the hell? Oh. Blah. Sewer. Oh. wee bit early maybe. Wow. That's a bit of smell in my coupon. I always look for bits like this as well. So the wee trail, some sort of animals are using that, or folk, or people, but it's more likely animals, I think. There's plenty of deer about here. Well, I've not seen any of the day. They usually hide in the wooded bit, but I haven't seen any. Right, so I'm just coming up to the wee ponds, but actually, I just seen someone flying at the trees there. I don't know what that was. Must have went to the other side of the bushes. I'm also out in the hunt for some hawthorn bushes and rowan trees. I'll try and plant a few of them, grow them on, and just give them away. I had a rowan tree growing in my garden a few years ago now. It was just growing in the wrong place, and my garden was tiny. So I just put it on Facebook, anybody want one? So one of my mates, Rudy, he came, he was like, aye, I'll take it. Planted it in his garden, and it's doing great. So that's brilliant. Brilliant to see that sort of thing happening. So that provides a wee bit of shelter, sanctuary, and food for nature. And food for birds, obviously. Nature, blah, blah, blah. You get what I mean? I'm repeating myself there. This is it's a pond's just over there. There used to be a big pond behind there, but I presume it's the farmer. He's blocked up the spring that was feeding that pond on the other side. Now, I don't know if he should be allowed to do that. Although there's ponds here. Oh, sorry, duckies. I hear you. I see you. Oh, they're quite young. Don't worry, I'm going. It's fine. Although there's ponds there, I think they should have left that as it was, because that other pond I know in the past, because there was frog spawn that we got from a pond and toad spawn as well. So that's another freshwater pond gone because of this guy or whoever. Might not have been the farmer, might have been the council, might have been the land. I don't know who owns the land. Probably some duke somewhere. I'll show you now. Show you this bit. So that was a bit into the pond. You used to be able to walk in there. So overgrown now. It looks. I can't even see any water at all. It's just up here. I'll probably just make this video quite a long one. But it wants to. Anyways, look at the Dalkeith area. Looking for a nice wee walk. It's so quiet as well. Hardly anybody comes up here because it is out the way a wee bit. But I love it. So this is the spring here. So this is a natural spring. It's bubbling to the ground. The water's crystal clear. Maybe I should pan for gold here actually. I don't know, my dad's always watching these gold programmes. And then my brother's saying, oh, there'll be gold in the River Esk. I was like, okay. Right, let's see if we can find some gold. Just imagine if that was a big nugget. Actually. Pigeons. No, that's definitely not gold. Oh, No, no gold. No gold. I'm probably throwing away like thousands of wee specks. Nah, it's just all crappy stone there. So this wee spring used to flow the other way through a wee pipe, and they've blocked it off. It used to go down there and into that pond, but now it just goes down here. Oh, that's just all crappy. Oh shit! The shoes and the waterproof Fordel would be gone in there. Nah. No gold feather. Sorry, my nose is running. I think I can get a bit of hay fever. Loads of wee goldfinches. Oh, there's loads of them. That's a great wee bit where next to the farmer's field he's left a good, I'm going to say about 10 metre strip, and it's full, mostly grasses, but the weeds that come up are actually brilliant for the bees, and it's like the thistle stuff, the thistle ones. I've seen honeybees and the bumblebees on them earlier. Tried to get a few in-flight shots. That's hard. That's really hard. And good light. A really fast shutter speed. Yeah, so I was on this walk, I was like, usually when I get to the end of it, where the gate is, it just takes you onto the road. But it's a shit walk. There's a lot of walk on the road with all the cars passing me and stuff. I thought, right, I'll just turn round, go back and stay in nature. I crave that quite a lot, being in nature. Sometimes just taking to the hills, hello butterfly. Sometimes taking to the hills and just lying on the hill having a cup of tea. Peace and quiet. Amazing. There's the sun coming back out, lovely. I might stop along here again and try and get some more photos. I've walked 3 miles already, maybe just over 3 miles. So I've got about an hour 2 to go home. See how quiet it is away from the roads. Now I'm sandwiched in between the A68 and the old A68. The A610, I can't even remember what it is. A61096, something like that. It's probably nothing like that, but anyway, that used to be the old A68. This field actually reminds me of a wee bit of the scene in Shawshank Redemption. There's one wee tree, I mean it's big field, massive field, and then I don't know if you can see in the distance here, next to the pylon. Don't know how well you can see that. I'll show you further up. So I'll just do the video to when I enter the wee woods and come out at Fordel garage. I'll show you that tree. It just sits in the middle of the field on its own. No, the middle of the field, at the side. But yeah, reminds me of Shawshank Redemption. Great film, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Wonder how Andy's getting on, actually. Wonder if he's finished that shitty boat. Aye, what a dream that is. What a dream. I'm always a great believer in doing what you want, doing what makes you happy. But sometimes it doesn't always make you happy. Like today, I'm feeling a wee bit down, so I've got out and that made me happier than that. No, it's no. No. So that's a wee bit of depression kicking in again. That's one of the symptoms. Losing interest in the things that you normally like doing. I mean, I've liked doing the stuff I've done a day, taking the photos, making the wee damsel fly on my hand. There's a nice wee butterfly, I don't know what that is. Small copper or something maybe? Copper. He's not going to let me take a photo anyway. But yeah, that field margin next to the fields full of teasels and thistles and wildflowers. So great wee habitat. Obviously that'll provide seed for other birds. God, sometimes I wish I'd brought my glasses, I can't really see in the distance. So those woods on the right, I've seen deer in there before, but there's some local lads and lassies use their dirt bikes on it, which is fine. We've got to go somewhere, eh? They're not doing any harm in there. They're not cutting down trees. So it's actually where they've took the bikes, so there's a good path. So you can stick to the path. Just been stung by nettles. Ah, yeah, fucker. Oh, that's nippy. That's nippy. Yeah, the woods look so dark here. Look so dark. I'm going to go across Fordel and cut down another wee path, local path, to the village of White Hill. Near that hill that I've done the other week there. Big steep fucker like that. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear in my videos, but that hill is a fucker. So there's the teasels and knapweed. Got them in the garden in a wee pot. I hope to one day be able to get my garden sort of more wildlife friendly as well. Because I know one day I'll not be able to come out and do these walks and just get away from technology, get away from the cars. It's freedom. I mean, that's why doctors prescribe nature as a prescription now. Instead of tablets. Get out in nature. So I do that as much as I can. I kind of wish I wish I lived on the back. Oh shit, I've just missed that tree, Heather. There's that tree. All it needs is a wee brick wall running up to it. And a big bit of glass rock underneath. And there'll be a wee box full of dollars and a letter for Big Andy. Right, that's a 20-minute video so far. Nobody's going to watch this. Nobody will watch that. But if you've watched it to the end, thank you very much. And this is the reason I started doing these videos is because I think it'll be good for people to look back on when I'm not here. So, yeah. And I follow just random people as well. Mad Mark, he's brilliant. There's another guy, I can't mind his channel. He was always saying that he got bullied at work and stuff. And then there comes a point and he hates work. And it's like, aye, you can kind of get that. Nobody likes work. Well, some folk do. See if you can go and work and it's something you enjoy, like your hobby. Like some folk are really at the trucks and they love truck driving. I get that. So I wish I was into trucks, but I'm not. And I'm into wildlife, I'm into nature. So I thought about doing, it's a couple of years ago now, thought, right, how do I break into this? So I started a wildlife, let me think, hold on, what was it called? A wildlife conservation course or something like that. So thinking, oh, that'd be great, it's conserving wildlife. You're not really. Wildlife conservation could mean shooting fucking deer, which I get because they eat a load of the trees. But anyway, I'm going off the subject there. So when I started that course, the first two things you had to learn about were the land grab and the history of the land in Scotland. I was like, I'm not interested in the history, I'm just interested in wildlife. And on top of that, you were learning Microsoft Words and Excel at the same time. And for me, it was just too much like school, doing something I didn't enjoy at school. So my heart wasn't in it. I didn't have time to do it because I was trying to work full time. Well, I was working full time. So that was a gutter. Like I hated it. I done one assessment. I dropped out. I didn't even get my assessment marked because I thought, what's the fucking point? What is the point? I was stressing too much about it as well. I couldn't cope with the stress. So I'm now in Fordel garage, is just beyond there, the trees. And this, believe it or not, used to be a caravan park. There's now permission for some houses in here. I don't know how many. And there used to be a wee play park there. I used to bring the bairns up here. I mean, they were old and rickety, but they still worked. It was like proper sort of 80s swings and stuff, and like the rocking horse and the proper seesaw and that sort of thing. Right, now there's a caravan pitch. It'd probably actually be really quite good to put another caravan park back in here. People are always screaming out for local things near fringe time, and I suppose that's only for 1 month of the year. Who wants to come to shitty old Dalkeith in the middle of winter? That was old toilet block. There's Fordel just behind it. So as I say, I've been walking up here for years now, and there used to be a tap here, and it would constantly be running. It was like a pipe. It was obviously the mains for the caravan park. That's it there. And it just used to be wasting water. And I was like, somebody must care about that. So eventually I reported it, and it got stopped. And they came up and stopped it. I think this video is going to be near half an hour. Like I said, folks, get out, enjoy life the best you can, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, try and get that in there myself when I'm feeling down and crap. It's fucking horrible though. It's fucking horrible, man. Because you can't explain it. You didn't care what's wrong. You're like, it's the weekend off, and I'm feeling like not feeling like shit, but feeling down. It's so fucking confusing. Right, that's me at the entrance. I'm going to put the camera away. I'm not walking. Oh no, I'm going to go across the other bit. I'm going to go across the other side. But that'll do for the video of the day. And peace and love, folks. Catch you later. Bye.